Alright, what's up family? It is the Don one, and this video is a little different, which is kind of ironic because I'm doing something that I actually do for a living. I'm gonna be cooking, and today I'm gonna be cooking. We're making cauliflower wings. So I just decided that this is my dedicated, I don't want to say attempt, but this is like my dedication to being consistent in making videos. And I was like, I'm gonna make some cauliflower wings because I was just watching videos on how to do it. So I decided to make some, like my take on them. Have I made, I think I made, oh I did. No, I've done like wings with mushrooms before, but I want to say this is my first time doing cauliflower wings. But this is my first time recording this, so I'm going to say this. So that being said, we're going to get started. Okay, so we're about to get started. So I got my ingredients. Y'all can't see them. So first ingredient, cauliflower. I'll say cauliflower. It's becoming cauliflower wings. But cauliflower now, and I'm gonna make like a batter because we're gonna put them in the oven to save on those calories. Because I'm trying to get, which is the point of me doing this? Trying to eat healthy. I have not been eating meat like that outside of fish, so I've been trying to incorporate like vegan, plant-based, or just different stuff like that. So yeah, so cauliflower. And then we're gonna make a batter and bake them in the oven. So I got cornstarch, chickpea flour, and we're gonna use some oat milk. It's a little bit in here, so I got another one. I'm gonna use oat milk, and then I got my spices, pink salt, Old Bay, pepper. We're gonna put some garlic powder. I got a little bit left. Onion powder, I got a little bit left, paprika. So slap your mama. No, this is not the right one. This is the spicy one. Hold up, I'm gonna use, because this one's really spicy. I don't mind spice, but I need this level of spice right now. So we're gonna use slap your mama, original, no spice, turmeric, and some cayenne pepper, even though I just said we ain't gonna use spice, but we just ain't gonna use that slap your mama. Cayenne pepper a little bit, and then we're gonna make a batter. And then I was thinking, like, everybody's doing barbecue or buffalo. I'm gonna switch it up and actually do like a garlic parmesan type of vibe, which literally like make this from plant-based to vegetarian, because we got butter. So I'm gonna make like a garlic parmesan type of vibe. Butter, we got some oregano and rosemary, our garlic, and this is like the parmesan, like the cheesy type of vibe that I'm gonna make using the nutritional yeast. So with that being said, we're gonna get started. Okay, what's up y'all? I had to change my shirt because I didn't like how it was fitting on me. But anyway, so we about to get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is make the wings. Cauliflower into wings. I got some gloves right here. It's not a requirement. Trying to get right with the angles. Gotta get my angles. I gotta get my angles. So I hope y'all don't see my action hands, but it's whatever. I'm washing my hands. So anyway, we got to get started. Making the wings, making the cauliflower and wings. Actually going to speed this part up because this is like somewhat tedious, but I'm going to start it. Actually, it might not take long, but I'm still going to speed this part up. So. Okay, so this is how y'all can see. This is the size you want your cauliflower to be, just like wings. And I'm actually gonna rinse this off a little bit, but this is how it's gonna look. So now I'm gonna wash these off. Okay. Alright, I'm about to wash this off, and then we're gonna start on our batter, season it up, and we're gonna go from there. So this should be an easy breezy type of situation, because we just battered it up, put it in the oven, let it cook, and then we're gonna make the sauce, and that's it. So that being said, I'm about to wash it off, and probably the next time you see me, I'm gonna be making the batter. Okay, so I'm about to make the batter. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a dry batter and then a wet batter. The dry batter is gonna be cornstarch, and I'm just gonna like season it up a little bit, and then I'll make a wet batter with the chickpea flour, the milk, season that up as well, and then we're gonna put it on the pan, let them cook in the oven, and then after that we're gonna get started with our garlic parmesan or cheesy garlic sauce. OMG. Alright, so now we got, hopefully y'all can see this. Okay. Cornstarch. We don't measure, but we cook from the heart. So this is a little bit of saffron. This is going to give it a little bit of that kick. So just a little bit of that. Paprika. Paprika, give it that color and extra nice flavor. Onion powder. Just a little bit. And just put however much you want. Like, don't put too much. But just let's hear it talk to you. Okay? I'm gonna throw some Old Bay in there. Give it some extra Cajun type of vibe. My little baby Old Bay. My little baby. A little bit of salt, not too much, pink salt. And then a little bit of cayenne pepper. So this is our dry batter. Just cornstarch. Cornstarch gives it like an extra like crunch. And it actually, what it does is it helps keep the moisture inside when you're cooking to help when you frying or baking something, you try and get it crispy. Cornstarch basically helps in the not allowing like the water and stuff to come out. So that's how you get the crispiness. So if you fry chicken or stuff like that, cornstarch is really good for that because it locks the moisture inside to make it tender and juicy, and it helps in like that nice crunch. So a little game right there. So yeah. So with that being said, now we're gonna do our wet batter, which is our chickpea flour. This is actually a good recipe for anybody that's like gluten free, because you're using cornstarch and flour, chickpea flour. So just a little bit of that, and then we're just going to use the same spices as our dry batter. Layer your flavors, okay? Layer your flavors. Remember that. So a little bit of Old Bay. It's not. I'm not putting a light. It's not coming out that much. So we just gotta shake it a little bit. Like this come out a little bit more, so we don't gotta put that much. Well, this is done. So done with that. Alright, that was garlic powder, onion powder. Like, oh, I put the black pepper. So I'm gonna put black pepper and the dry onion in here as well. Okay. And then turmeric in the wet batter to give it a nice color. Just a little bit of that. And then a little bit of salt, not too much. Okay. So now you want this. This is literally the same oat milk. It's literally just, I don't have that much in here. So you just want a nice thick batter. And this is going to be sweet. Yep. Okay, so just make not too much. You want a nice consistency. You don't want it too thick. You don't want it soupy. You just want it to be able to coat on the cauliflower you put it on. Like you want it to coat, a nice light coat that sticks to the cauliflower. Just like that. So you see, just like this. Nice coating. Alright. So now, oops, sorry. I'm trying to get rid of it. So now we're gonna set up like our assembly fab type of situation to start coating the cauliflower. And then we're going to put it in the oven. Which, by the way, the oven is already preheated. I'm actually going to turn it up a little bit. Oh, I did already. So I got it at 375. That way it gets nice and ready to go once we put it inside. And then once we do that, we're going to start on our sauce. And after that, it's going to be time to grub. Greetings. So, as you can see, I'm trying to get better with the ankles. So now we are actually about to... Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I really hope I'm doing this. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start battering our cauliflower, which I rinsed off a little bit. This is called fab, so that means, traditionally it means flour, egg, and breadcrumbs. But basically the concept is dry, wet batter. So we're just gonna call it dry, wet batter. But it's kind of like that concept. So we're just going to start off with our seasoned cornstarch, and then we're going to coat it in our chickpea wet batter, and then we're going to put it on the pan, which let me get a little bit of oil for it. So it'll stick. So a little bit of olive oil. And I got some aluminum foil to help with the mess. There we go. Easy cleanup. So, I'm going to let it spread this out a little bit. Okay. So now, we're just going to start battering it up. I had to finish this off camera. So this is how they are looking. And now I'm gonna put them in the oven. So I'm gonna probably cook them for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And then flip them so they can be cooked on the other side. And then maybe another 5 to 10 minutes until they're nice and crispy. And then go from there. So I'm gonna throw this in the oven and then we're gonna get started on our sauce. Okay, so next we're gonna start on our sauce. So I'm just gonna literally put a bunch of butter. This is what makes it really indulgent. Into the pan. Now I'm gonna keep it on low, like a mid-low. Now, you can use plant-based butter to keep it vegan, but this is what I have, and I just wanted to just do it today. But however you want to do it, you can do it. So now we're going to add some garlic to this as well, however much you want. Okay. I'm just going to let that garlic infuse into the butter. And just let that start simmering a little bit. Okay. Now over here, right here, I chopped up some fresh rosemary and fresh oregano that we're gonna throw in as well. So I'm making this like, it's inspired by garlic parmesan, but I'm just gonna add like my little umph to it. So I'll put some herbs, rosemary, and fresh oregano. And then I'm going to add a little bit of Old Bay. Okay, some Old Bay. Now I'm going to add some of this to give it like an extra zing. This is so fire. This lime pepper. So literally, it's lime pepper. Like instead of little pepper, it's lime pepper. So a little bit of this, and to really add to that, we're going to add a little amount of thyme. Really simple. So add the lime juice. I'm just gonna let this cook until everything is married. Okay. And yeah, that's it. It's a simple garlic sauce. And I'm just gonna finish it with the nutritional yeast to give it like that cheesy parmesan vibe. And there you go. Alright. So I'm just gonna let that simmer for a little bit. Hopefully this is enough for the amount of wings that I'm making. But this is pretty much it. So I just let it simmer, let all the flavors get in, and actually we're gonna fast forward a little bit, and I'm gonna be back with the final touch of the cauliflower wings. So yeah, stay tuned. Give you a peek of that beautiful sauce. Yeah. Alright y'all, here we have it. Garlic lime parmesan cauliflower wings. And I did off camera, added the garlic parmesan sauce and just sauced it, and this is the final product. So now taste test. Oh my gosh, these actually look really good. A little bit with that sauce. Yo. Literally, wow. It literally tastes like garlic parmesan, but everything, well, aside from the butter, it's plant-based, nutritional yeast. It has like that zing from like the lime. Yeah. This is fire. It was really simple to make. I think next time I'm gonna invest in an air fryer and do it that way. But these actually came out good. Yeah. Alright, y'all. I'm about to grub on these. And thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned. I got some more content coming from y'all. Maybe I'll stick to this, doing recipe videos or stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna eat this, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.